Hello. So, welcome to my channel. So, I thought what I would do is start out with a little introduction, who I am and why I am starting this channel, and then tell you a little bit about what is to come. So, first, of course, my name is Darcy, and you probably see that in the channel name, but a little bit about myself. So, I am a former registered nurse. I owned a yoga and Pilates studio, like a brick and mortar studio, for years, and I'm an Ayurveda practitioner. I am not necessarily actively practicing any of those right now, but they definitely are showing up in who I am being today. So a little bit more about me. I loved when I had my studio working with people one-on-one and in groups. Typically in a yoga and Pilates studio, that's what you do, correct? And that's what I did for many, many, many years. I've been practicing yoga for over 30 years. So that's what I did then. I got to a certain point that I decided that I really wanted to help more people, and so I went back to literally school for yoga therapy. I became a yoga therapist. That was absolutely amazing. It was really a deep training, and I really enjoyed sharing that with my clients. There came a point, though, when I recognized that just giving them practices at home wasn't everything. There was something actually missing in what I felt like I needed to provide for them. So after a period of time, I actually closed my studio and I decided to just take some time for myself. I was in the throes of peri-menopause, and the fluctuations were way stronger than I ever expected them to be. So it was really a time of going deep within and really digesting, like, what's next in my life? Who do I want to be? What do I want to do? I stayed home with my son. I loved being home with him at that time. And it really was a time when I really needed to just be at home. And I could, right? My life enabled me to do that. So that was a huge blessing in my life. The fascinating thing that happened, and unexpectedly, was the symptoms of perimenopause became so significant and so surprising. And not so surprising at some level, because I started to have monthly migraines. They were so painful, excruciating. They'd take me down for days, right? And I could feel them coming and I didn't know what to do about it. I started to try everything. And to get immediate relief, of course, I just took this slurry of pain medications. And I did that for months. And I began to think, oh, and as a nurse, I used to be a transplant nurse. And I'm like, what is this doing to my kidneys? Like, how long am I going to do this, right? Until I decided not to. And I decided to really take my health and what was going on in my body into my own hands. And I was going to make a change. That was what was going to happen. And so I started on that journey. That is really the initiation of this channel, is to share my journey with you, show you what works and what is really going on in us. Ladies, maybe many of you already know, but I think many people don't, right? I think we get to this point in our life where we're like, well, here's perimenopause, here's menopause, this is what's going to happen. And that's just the way it is, right? We just make this assumption that we have to settle for it. And the really cool, amazing thing that I noticed in all of this journey, like I've been into this for 10 years, is that perimenopause is a story. It is a title that we have created in the last 20, 25 years. It is not something women have always experienced. but our lifestyle, our diet, maybe our habits, stress is huge, absolutely has changed our hormonal imbalance or balance, however you want to look at that. That was the most incredible discovery for me. Now, part of that journey is physical, of course, right? But the other part of it is very emotional. And I really came to this point when I'm like, all right, this spiritual journey that I'm on, and I always have been at some level through yoga, right? That's a spiritual practice, no doubt. But there was something deeper that was really starting to tug on me, and I needed to pay attention to it. So a dear friend of mine who's a shaman opened up a shaman apprenticeship, and I enrolled. And that's what I have been doing for the last several years. It has changed my life immensely. The spiritual connection I've created with myself and even with the people around me has, I had no idea that this was available to experience in our life, right? I see life so differently than I used to. I have become a totally different person. And life is such a gift. And before, I really saw it as a tragedy. I really saw felt this feeling of almost desperation and fear and doubt going through perimenopause and then into menopause was like the end of my life, right? I just couldn't see it any other way. So she became my mentor, she became my coach, and life has been amazing since then. Yeah, not perfect. There's been some times that I've stumbled, of course, right? Like all this unconscious, buried old beliefs that simply are not true have risen to the surface. It's been like this unpeeling of an onion. And I can't not share that. I can't not share the gifts that I have really embodied within myself through yoga and Ayurveda, Pilates even, and yoga therapy. All of that is in me, and I have to share that with the world. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm here to do. So I hope that you will join this journey with me. I think you will learn a plethora of information. My journey is not just here teaching, it's really working with people one-on-one and in groups, and on retreats. Like I've been doing retreats for yoga for many years now. I've done silent retreats that I really know changes people in a way that they can hardly even put into words. Sometimes it's just a sensation. It's an initiation into something new for them, and they walk away in tears. They're not even sure what to say anymore. It is so profound. Retreats are so profound. They can be so beautiful. Anyway, more on that later. But again, that's why I'm here. That's why I am opening this channel, and I plan to make it as fun and exciting as I can. Sometimes we're going to get a little serious. I'm going to share my passion for cooking whole foods, because I'm telling you, ladies, diet is so huge when you're in perimenopause. And it will change menopause for you. It just will, if you pay attention to diet, lifestyle, and stress. And I'm going to give you even some, because I used to be a former nurse, there's a part of me that really likes to bring some science into this. Not that I need like medical proof or scientific proof for everything, because I believe there is a lot of other proof in us. Anecdotal proof, right? That is a thing. It is definitely a thing, and I believe in it. So that will show up. I hope to bring you guest speakers, and I just have so much planned. So I hope you'll hit the subscribe button below and the bell to be reminded. My hope initially is to release weekly videos. Yeah, please ask me questions. please comment. And you know what? I'm going to ask for your help sometime doing this whole YouTube channel thing. This is new to me, and I might need some of your experience. So I hope you'll help me out. But for now, I love you. I hope you will join me. And let's see what will happen. Let's see what we can create together. Bye.